Greetings from Sharebility Uganda Limited. We are delighted to release version 8 of the Sharebility report card software. This software has been developed and is regularly updated to meet the needs, the evolving needs of the curriculum. So we are very delighted in this version to include features like security, whereby marks cannot easily be messed up. There is more control and protection of data when it is being entered. We have added more options for activities of integration, having got feedback from schools from various subjects. And also we have put in an automation whereby teachers no longer have to manually convert marks using a calculator. There is an auto converter. You set, if you have set an activity out of whichever mark, you can easily enter the marks in the raw format, and the system will automatically convert for you. Those are some of the features that we are having in this version, and we are very delighted to showcase this to the members, plus all other features that you saw in earlier versions. So when you get the software, you will extract it as usual, and it will ask you to put in a password. Okay, so the password is given to us, is given by us to you, and once you get the password right, it will extract the folder like this. Now when it extracts, there are several folders in here. We have the reference docs folder. Now this reference docs folder has the various documents that we have referred to when we are preparing the samples from NCDC, and also the latest UNEB grading that been released for the new curriculum. So we are trying to make sure that as and when these guidelines come out, we try to see that everything conforms. Indeed, this is the sample of our report card as it looks like when you have generated it. It has options for fees balance, school pay, the name of the learner, so these fields you can use them as and when. If you don't have school pay, you can put something else there. There is a field where you can enter data and it appears there. The attendance is tracked. It caters for photos. You can enter the topics and competences from the syllabus book, and they will be there, and the system will bring the scores, the descriptors auto-generated, generic skills and remarks are easily entered as you saw in previous versions. So you can enter those options in the detailed report, but also we have the summary sheet. For example, on visitation day, when teachers have come to see learners and you have not yet done end of term assessment or end of year assessment, but you have activities of integration that you have done, there is an option of up to 5 activities of integration, and you can be able to have them there with the formative score out of 20. The remarks and generic skills which are generated are there. This can be a one-page report score sheet which parents can look at. Yeah, so the comments are there and everything, the descriptor, the identifier, and all that, plus the comments down from the co-curricular. The project comment is summarized here with a grade, and but there are details in a descriptive project work report in case learners have done project work, and also the class teachers and teachers comments are auto-generated, but you can also customize the ones which are auto-generated for you. So this is a formative report card. We have the summative one in case learners have also done out of 80 assessment. It is there, plus the total grade and letter grade. Letter grade is limited to A to E as with the new curriculum, and it can show you result 1 if learners fulfilled all the requirements for a certificate. It shows the identifier, or it can show result 2 in case just the way this, if a learner has got basic, it shows result 3 for ease. So it shows everything plus there. Then there is another version which doesn't show the activities of integration, but only shows the 20, the 80, and then the letter grade, basing on what you need. So you will be able to select either you want a full report showing the formative scores or only a given page that you may need. You can select that and tell it to print. So that is how the report card looks like. And the one for project descriptive report for project work is also there. So it can also generate this one if you want it. It may be learners have done project work in a given project. The project title, the score out of 10, and the remarks are there, were provided for. And down there, the total grade, just like the UNEB result, normally the grade for the project work is there, and it is located. So you can be able to find these documents inside here, the ones we graded, to understand more about the grading that has been used. Now, you need to prepare some photos for the learners. You can put them there in case you need them. And then you can get this data entry sheet. You can get this data entry sheet and make a copy out of it. Okay? So you can copy and make a copy out of this data entry sheet. So you can actually bring it wherever you want. You can bring it to the desktop. You can put it where you need. So you can be able to put data entry sheet, and then you rename it and call it maybe senior 1. Okay, so you just copy it and then you paste senior 2. So you can make for each class, okay, or each stream, depending on how many learners are in your stream. If the learners are very many, then you can make for each stream. It has a limit of 800 learners. So if you have more than 800 learners in a class, then you divide it into streams. You open the spreadsheet for the class, and then it opens like this. So as you can see here, we are having the classes, we are having the names of the learners here. So you can be able to change. For example, I can change this to Rogers Magola. Okay, so when I change that, it will change. Then the photo, these photos which are there, you can remove. You can right click and then you say link, and then it will ask you for the photos. So you go and select where the photos are, and then you put them there. So you right click and then you say link, and then you go and select the photo, and then you put it there like that. So you right click and link, and then you do that. You can put in the stream information for the attendance. You just put the number of days in a term. For example, if there are 12 days in a term, and learners are studying for 5 days per week, so that is going to be 60. Okay, if you also study Saturday, then you put there 66. So you can put there the total number of days in a term. Then from the registers, you just count the number of days learners were absent, because those are the lower. So if a learner was absent for 10 days, for 10 days it will automatically give you the number present. So here you cannot change, it will only change the absent number. Then games participation, if the learner is good at football, you put their football. So you will be able to edit if a learner is a part of the entrepreneurship club. Now the teacher's comment here is going to be auto-generated later after entering scores, but you can still change it from here. Basically, if you have a custom comment as a class teacher for that learner, the fees and school pay code may be put there. If you have any other code, maybe you can change this to another code, and then you use that field. It will appear on the report card. This side we have the grading system. The grading system is there. You can be able to adjust these fields if you want to change the comments, the default comments that will be put on the report card. For the subject teacher's remark, for the class teacher's comment, this is for the formative score in case learners have not done exams out of 80. And then here you can select if learners have done only out of 20 assessments, then you say no, they never did out of 80 assessment. But if they have done like end of year and they have both summative and also formative scores, then you say yes. Then there is another grading scale here, and the comments like from 0E, as you can see from the UNEB, there is no F. So this was G, F. Now those ones have been removed. There's only E. So in case you want to adjust the grading, you are free to adjust. Maybe you want E to end, maybe you want this to be a D, you can just come here and change, so that will become a D accordingly. So basing on the guidelines and the way you see, you put there the grading accordingly, the way you may need. So the grading system is there, but it's very adjustable, And finally, this side we have generated, because we realized many teachers didn't know genetic skills. So we have put a number of comments in terms of genetic skills, of cooperation, time management. Now these ones will be selected in the drop down when you are entering the scores. So you can, we have a lot of them, but you can also enter your own custom comments below or regarding genetic skills, general skills learners will have. So teachers can always select easily because typing was a problem. So they are there, you can put them there. Now that is the first page for setting up. Now we have the data entry. Now this is where changes have come in. One, you can now enter your mark. The system will convert to you out of 3. You don't have to use a calculator, because teachers were having challenges with decimals and everything. So if you have one basis of evaluation in the activity of integration, it means you are going to mark out of 10. Okay, so you can give your marks. If learners have got 3, you put it there. It will automatically convert. If you put more than 10, it will refuse. It will say, make sure the score is not exceeding the out of column. Yeah. So if the learners, the base of evaluation are 2, that means it's out of 19. If the base of evaluation are 3, just like the guidelines from the new curriculum, or maybe you might have set maybe some activity out of 100, and you put there 100, and then you put here the mark out of 100. Or you might have done yours when marks are already out of 3, then you put. So you can change this. You can put here 3, and then now the marks here are supposed to be out of 3 and above. Putting something beyond 3, it will not allow. So you put in the activities the way you need, and it is going to help you. Then also for the end of year exam, you might have set maybe a practical paper and it is out of 100. So you put here 100, and then you put in, if it is 99, it will automatically keep converting for you. So the hashes just mean that the column is not wide enough. We have put in also, teachers can no longer delete, because they used to delete things. That is the same thing that is everywhere in these other scores. Like I said, in subjects like physical education, ICT, we have increased the number of, from the previous version, it had fewer, it had fewer activities of integration, but now they are there. So you put those, even if you have done 1 or 2. In case a learner has missed a given activity, you put for them an X, and the system will automatically take that as a missed assessment. If you leave it blank, it means that learner was not supposed to do it. It was an optional, or yeah, so it will not penalize. It will make the learner average, consider only the activity of integration they did, and you'll use that to convert to get the out of 20. But if you put an X, maybe a learner missed and maybe dodged or did not, then you put an X. Otherwise, leaving it blank, the system will not penalize the learner. And if you don't want X's, then you leave it blank, and it will assess learners based on what they did. So basically, it is going to have all that. Now, this side where it comes to generic skills, this teacher's remark on competence, it is going to automatically generate it based on the default comments we put on the past sheet. But here, you can be able to override. You are teaching them about Bible reading, so you can put your own comment. If I come here and I put 50, it will automatically change and put the right comment. But if I don't want that comment, then so we put in the automation to help the large classes, but doesn't stop you from giving the custom comment the way the new curriculum recommends. And generic skills as well, there are very many. So you select a generic skill from the other drop down that we selected the other side. If you have strong negotiation skills, that's a generic skill. So you put it there as a teacher. If you want your report card to be fully, maybe the full is developing empathy with peers. So there are very many comments. You can put your own comments, like I said. You can also customize your comments from here. You can edit them, and there is a free column here. So you can be able to edit a comment, and then you paste it, comment 3. So if I come in here and I right click and I double click, I'll be able to see comment 2. So you cannot type directly here. You cannot type, it will not allow, but you write the comment in this column, and then after that you come and select it, and then it will appear there. So basically that's what you do. We have over 17 subjects here. And I don't think there's any learner who does 17 subjects. But there are some schools which do all these subjects and they find themselves they need more. So we have added even another column here for other, like other subjects like food, and you put the one that you do. In case you, for example, don't do agriculture, and maybe you do another, maybe you do two of these other subjects. Maybe you do technical drawing and performing arts. So you can replace here where there is agriculture. You put there your technical drawing, and then you don't have to change the title here, but on the report card you'll be able to change where there is agriculture. You put their technical drawing here, you can leave it and teacher can know that the marks of technical drawing are in this agriculture column, which we don't do here. But you can also separate streams. If there are streams that you do particular subjects, you can make separately a spreadsheet for that stream, and you put there a given subject for that stream, and also for the other stream you put there a given subject. So these subject options should be enough for you. You can always alter and use any of those. When it comes to project work, as usual, you enter the marks out of 10. If the learner has got 9 out of 10 for only those subjects where learners have done an activity, a project work. So you go ahead and put the project title, and also the score for that particular project, and also maybe any remark for that particular project. So when you do that, the system is going to automatically convert and get for you the average score out of 100%, and also give you the project grade. Now, you may want to print out results. So we have provided all the scores from each subject. They're out of 20, they're out of 80, they're here. But also we have the scores in terms of the grades, the total score out of 100, and then the grade. So basing on what you need and your summary, you can be able to come here and select. Okay, this one has even those who are in result 1, those who are in level moderate. You can be able to select this in one spreadsheet, and you come here and for example paste it, and you go back the other side and you pick the names as well of those particular learners. Okay, and then you also bring them accordingly. So you need to just have some little basic Excel knowledge. You put them there. Then you can maybe say, I don't want this, and then you organize them landscape, and then you print out your results and change the columns the way you need. So you just pick from so then you can print your score sheet for the teachers as you summarize the term, maybe end of term staff meeting. So you can generate that, and then you have it here. So you don't edit from here. This one, when you edit, not allow. You just copy, and then that is another protection that we have added in the system. After having entered your marks, you save, which is very secure. Now, to generate your report card, first of all, the project work report, the project work descriptive report, in case you need it, you say it asks you to print, so you can be able to select try to reconnect to data source, and then you go and select your spreadsheet where it is. So you select for senior 1, and then you select project work in case you want to generate the project work. So in the project worksheet, you entered your project title and the score and remarks, and now they will reflect here, plus the average score from the project. They will reflect there. Then from there, you can just go and you can customize your report card. You can customize up here where there is Sharebility Uganda. You do that on the master page. Okay, so on the master page, you can be able to change this, change the badge, and also change the words. You can design this part the way you want it. Even this badge is transparent, so make sure that you click on format picture. If you put in a new one and adjust the transparency here, you can adjust the transparency maybe to 70% the way you want, so that your badge is in the background. Yeah, so from there you can be able to go ahead and say finish merge, and then you say merge to new publication, and it is going to generate for you the reports for each of the learners, the project work, and from there you can be able to save. You can still go through and edit where you need be, and then you you generate the report card and say project work. So this one here is for project work, and it is going to generate it like this. So if the second learner did only 3 projects, the work will be there for only the 3. These other columns, if you want, you can delete them. If you want, maybe you learners did a few projects, so you can actually delete this one before you generate, and then it gives more space for comments if the comments were extended for the other projects. So the tool is available. It is just you to use it, how to maximize. Now the main report, we use this report system. Okay, the report system, you open it. Okay, so when you open this report system, it is going to ask you, publisher will access the following. Do you want to access external data? You say yes. Okay, then it will ask you to try to reconnect to data source, and then you go ahead and you select the senior one spreadsheet, and select the Sharebility, the first one on top, and then you click OK. So this one here is going to open your report accordingly. Now we have customization that needs to be done at stream level, and teachers are urged to customize these reports before end of term. Don't wait for the last week. Customize the report card early, so you can be able to put in those subjects. In case you have subjects that you don't do and they are on the report card and you don't need them totally, you can delete. You can select the entire row here like this, and then you go to table design or layout, and then you delete row. It will delete the entire what? It will delete the entire row, and the row will disappear. So you can feel free to adjust in case where there is art and design. For you are not doing art and design, you are doing technology and design. You change it to technology and design, such that the other side where the marks for art are, you put them there. Where there is a competency that you need, you can be able to put it inside the system, the way, like here where the CRI stroke IRE. For you are doing IRE, you can remove, or you are doing CRI, you remove IRE, and you can get the syllabus. For example, here I have here the syllabus for CRE. You get the competence for that particular term that the learners have done. For example, this is the competence. It is available in the syllabus book or in the scheme of work. So you come here and then you put topic is worship. Okay, then you paste the competence. Yeah? You can reduce it slightly so that everything fits. So you can put from the scheme of work, ask the teachers, senior 2, which topics did you teach this term? So they give them to you, and they have competence to put them there, so that when they enter the scores, they will appear this side. Now this is for those schools which are compliant with the new curriculum guidelines of doing a descriptive detailed report card. Now in case you are not doing that, maybe it is just a visitation and you just want the scores only, then these other ones, you just delete them. You just right click and then you delete. They will disappear. Remember, you already have a copy from the zipped folder, so you can delete this, and then you remain with only the summary sheet. The summary sheet, this one, is this thing here. It says retain this page if no 80% assessment we are done. So you can just remove this if you are only having the out of 20. So you remove that thing. So the marks from the other side are automatically going to come here. Remember, you are entering your activities out of 10, out of what is convert to you for you out of 3. Put them there. We put some of them up to 2 decimal places because it was confusing. We have the remarks and generic skills. They are here as well, reflected in this field. So remember, you can customize them, and you're the one who has entered them, but it even helps you to generate some of them based on performance. The overall achievement is down here. The identifier, the description is moderate. So you can be able to have all of that. The co-curricular activity has come, as you can see here. The foot player, the way I changed it, it is appearing there. Then the projects, it is going to give you a summary from the project's report. The class teacher's comment is auto-generated from the customization on the class teacher's sheet, but you could also have supplied your comment there, and it would appear here accordingly. So you don't edit for a particular learner. This is a general report, which is the master. So you just customize here. You customize the names of the teachers, also manually here on the report card. You can put the teacher's name or the initials, and they will be there. So you generate the teacher's initials for that particular stream and save. Okay, and so it's good actually to do this per stream. You do different publisher files for each stream, and then you generate for each stream separately. We have another one here which is having both the activities of integration, the formative score out of 20 and the summative out of 8. This one has those ones. So if you want this format, you can be able to use this one. And also it has the result 1, result 2, and down here. Then also we have similar to the one which appeared in the NCDC sample report, which has the 20, 80, which is the summary report. Yeah, so you can even make your own layout because everything is available inside here. We have what we call the merge fields. The merge fields are here. The data points, that is from the name, the scores, everything is here. So you can actually create your own page, okay, and then you design it the way you want. Insert your table, insert your text box, you design it the way you want, and then you insert under mailings, insert merge field, and then insert name. It will automatically insert the name of the learner. It inserts everything. So you can design your own report card in case you want it, if you don't want any of the design. So one of the advantages of the Sharebility report card is that each school can have its own design. We have designed the spreadsheet, the marks are there and they are coming in here. You can design your own design and enter, put the marks where you want them to be, and you can have a totally different report card. Now, when you are ready and you want to generate the report card, you come and you click on edit recipients list first. So, for example, you could have all the 4 streams in the class, but you want only generate for senior to east. So you deselect and you select only the learners of senior to east. Okay, yeah. So you click on them like that, and then you click OK. Okay. So when you do that, it's not good to just generate. You can go and you want to remove other learners who left or who never paid the fees. So you first click there. Otherwise, sometimes it selects even empty rows, and your computer can hang if you don't select recipients list before you click on merge to new publication afterwards. So it is going to generate all the report cards. In this case, I told you to generate all. If I had deleted other pages, to generate only that page for that particular learner. So it is going to show me that. I can still go ahead and go through here and I check through everything to see that everything is fine, or I can just go ahead and I save it as a PDF, and it is going to generate for me the PDF of this particular report card. So this is I'm going to call this one reports. Okay, reports for printing senior 1. Okay, so when I say reports for printing senior 1, I've saved it. It is going to show me the report card for printing for that particular class. So I have this. Now this learner here, okay, is having a E's everywhere, but he has a C here, so he has a result 1. But if he had everything is an E, then it would be result 3. Yeah, so let me just show you. So this is the so let me just close this. Just close this and I save. Okay, so basically let me go back to my data entry sheet. Yeah, and as you can see here under RE, there is a C. Okay, so this learner right now, if I got the summary sheet, this learner is having result 1. But if I go to RE and I change this to a 20 and E, so you can see here it has become result 3, because now that learner has only going to be able to update. So please first save the Excel sheet, close it before you go ahead to go and generate the report card again. So you you first, okay, you first. Now this time when I open it, will just open because it already knows the what, the location of my spreadsheet. In case I want it to maybe to open and link to another class, then I have to go back and I rename the spreadsheet so that it can no longer connect to it. If I rename the spreadsheet, it will fail to auto connect, and when I come back here, I can be able to again merge to new publication, and I'll be able to file, save as, and then I can be able to save my spreadsheet. I can be able to save my spreadsheet. Yeah, so it is going to generate the report cards, and as you can see, it has my report card, it has the first page, it has everything under CRE. My competence is there, which I added. I have this summary page, so I can decide to print only generate only that which I need. And now, like this student here is having result 3, the scores are updated accordingly. So thank you very much. Those who want copies or want the software, our software is very easy. You please can call us. The number 0393 101 998, or email us software@sharebility. We shall be ready to give you the software, and the A-level software, we are working on it. It is coming out this term. It's coming out before the end of the term. As we get, for us, we just make sure that we follow the guidelines of the ministry. We don't just do our own thing. We always follow the guidelines. So we are really following up. The other report cards for primary, for nursery, they are all available. You can be able to contact us. They are all working in the same way, and they will be able to help you. Thank you very much.